I'm Nu-Trix, and today we're talking about what will work on my iPad in Cuba this year. I go on vacation in Cuba almost every year. For the last 12 years I've been there. We only stopped for the COVID time and 1 year for some health issues, but we've been there, I don't know, 10 times now. And I always bring my iPad, the different ones that I have over the time, to make music. I even sometimes brought some smaller musical instrument, headphones, controllers. This year I said, okay, I'm just going to bring the iPad. Yeah, I'm in the backyard. I'm just going to bring the iPad and I'm going to make music with this when I have time. So I brought the iPad, my trusty iPad M1 Pro, the first generation of the Pros, of the M1, sorry, the first generation of the M1. Works really well. And I also use it for storing all the pictures we take on vacation. We take a lot. We bring this camera, which is a water DJI Pro camera Action 3. It goes into the water. And then we also have a Sony camera, the same I did use a lot for my videos. And even iPhones that we use. So we combine all of this and I put it in the iPad. So I need to free up space on the iPad. And I did so by turning on some features and, getting rid of some stuff in the iPad. So I have place to put the new pictures in it. And I also brought a hard drive USB-C. So I could, if I didn't have enough place for other videos, I could just take what's in the iPad and store it on the USB-C hard drive or SSD drive. So that was the logic. Works well for that part. I'm in Cuba. If you don't know about Cuba state or situation, is there's an embargo from the US over Cuba since the Cold War, let's say like that. I don't know, 60 years now. And it means that, in this case, my problem or anybody's problem using an iPad in Cuba is that some of the services that you have usually might not work depending if they are using or going through a company that says, I cannot do this because of the embargo. So, for example, with the kids, we say, well, we're going to watch videos in the hotel, in the resort. So let's bring, we have Disney Plus, we have Netflix, and we have Prime videos. So one of them will work. Yes, only one of them did work. The other one I did need to download before leaving there. So I did download some videos on the iPad, brought them there because now they were locally on the iPad. It was possible to play. But that was for Prime and that was for Disney Plus. But for Netflix, I could actually run Netflix over there, but I did not have access to the same videos that I have in Canada. So there was a restraint on the choices that I had. So I'm guessing from anywhere in the world, you're going to be limited to the videos that are available over there. Still, I could watch some film and TV shows, but it was not the same list that I have here. I would say the core was the same, but then all the other stuff was not the same. But my real problem was that I don't know how I did it, but probably while I was making some space for the videos and pictures, I did put most, let's just say 90% of my plugins in uninstalled state. When you're on your iPad, you can delete an app or you can uninstall it. When you uninstall it, it's still there, but there's a little cloud with an arrow shooting down. It means that you have kind of the data of that app, but you don't have the app itself. So I load BAM, which is an app, a DAW, and I say I'm going to dive more into BAM. And then I start at one point looking at my audio unit plugins, and I have like 3 of them. Okay, there's a problem. Maybe BAM doesn't see them. I try to find a place where I can maybe scan for it. I go into another app. I only see 3 also. So I said, what's the problem? And I figured that only 3 of my plugins are installed. All the other ones are uninstalled. So it means that, yeah, I freed up a lot of space on my iPad, but they're not available. So, okay, let's just reinstall them. Click on them. It doesn't work because Apple, American company, does not work when you're in Cuba. So I was not able to install updates. I was not able to download just to reinstall my software. I kind of stuck with what I had on it. That was it. Same thing with software that I wanted to go online and I wanted to confirm my, the fact that I paid for it and I wanted to log into my account. I often use my Google account. Google went straight to my, identify yourself. I click on it, identify myself, and then the answer was, you are in a territory not supported by Google. Everything that I use on my iPad was kind of stuck to the state it was when I left home, and I could not do more after that. So plan accordingly. Save, install everything you need before leaving your country to be sure that what you have on your iPad will work when you're over there. Just be careful about what you have. I think that in any country when you're leaving, you might not have access, even downloading some plugins, some apps, it might not be available in the country you're going into. And the apps will say, or the service will say, well, you have it because you were in Canada, but when you're in this country, you might not be able to reinstall it. So be careful. Verify that everything you want to use while you're outside of your country is already installed on your iPad before leaving. That's it. Stay safe, make more music, and just take the time to go outside. Cheers.